Good morning, dear children. This video is related to chapter number 10 of physics, light, reflection and refraction. In this video, I will be giving you some tips to draw ray diagrams and I will be explaining numericals on spherical mirrors. So how to draw the ray diagram? For this, you have to take care of a few important points. When you draw a ray diagram, then there is no need to draw the bigger size of the mirror. As you can see here, it is a concave mirror and the size is small. So you have to make small sized mirror. Secondly, the distance between C and F will be same as the distance between F and P. It means that if CF is 2 centimeters, then FP will be 2 centimeters. So this is very important because CP, this is radius of curvature, and FP, this is focal length, and focal length is half of radius of curvature. And when you have to draw the rays of light, then you must show their direction with the help of the arrows. If you will not put arrows here, then this will be an incomplete diagram. For example, when the object is at infinity, it is very far away, then all the rays of light, they are parallel to the principal axis, and these arrowheads, they are showing the direction of light. And after striking the mirror, the reflection occurs and the reflected rays, they join at the focus. So there also you can see the direction of arrowheads. So direction of arrowheads tells us the direction in which the light is traveling. So this is very important. And as you can see in the second diagram also, from the upper part of the object, a ray of light is coming. From the lower part also, the ray of light is coming and it is going towards the pole, and then it is bounced back in the same direction. So why it is bounced back in the same direction? Because this ray of light is passing through C, center of curvature. So while drawing the ray diagrams, you have to take care of the 4 rules for drawing the ray diagrams. These 4 rules, they have been explained by me in one of my videos. So based on those rules only, we can draw the ray diagrams. You cannot draw the light rays randomly here and there. So that will not make the diagram in a correct manner. Like let's talk about this fifth ray diagram, in which the object is at focus. AB is the object, and first ray of light, it is parallel to principal axis. And you know, the light which is parallel to principal axis, after reflection it will pass through focus. So this direction is shown with the help of arrowhead, and after striking the mirror, it passes through focus. You can see the direction of arrowhead from here also, and then it is going in this way. The second ray of light, it is passing through C. So it is not passing through C on its own. Actually what has happened, the ray of light, it has gone towards the mirror, and then from there the reflection has occurred, the light has come back, and then it has passed through the center of curvature like this. So at infinity they are supposed to meet. Since they are meeting at infinity, so this light ray, it is shown with the help of the dotted line. So you take care where to draw dotted line and where to draw dark line. Like in this first diagram also, you can see the object is at infinity. So the light ray coming from very far away, it is shown with the help of the dotted line. Here you can see a dotted line, this also dotted, and the next also dotted line. So take care of a few things and your diagrams will be absolutely correct. Then we have the numericals of this chapter. We have example 10.1. So a convex mirror is used for rear view on an automobile. It has radius of curvature of 3 meters. If a bus is located at 5 meters from the mirror, find the position, nature and size of the image. So first of all, you are to write the type of the mirror on the top. So just write convex mirror here. And for convex mirror, it is given that radius of curvature is 3 meters. That's given in the question. So radius of curvature, when you know, then you can find out focal length. Now why plus sign is used here? Because it is convex mirror. For convex mirror, if you remember, I have told you already that focal length and radius of curvature is always positive for convex mirror. So we have plus 3. This is radius of curvature and focal length will be half of that. So focal length will be 1.5. Then it is given that the bus is located. So bus is the object here and it is located at 5 meter from the mirror. So u will be minus 5, because this u is object distance and object distance is always negative, whether it is mirror or it is lens, whether it is concave or convex, u is always negative. And what we are to find out, we are to find out image distance, that is v. We are to find out the height of the image, it is h dash. So since it is a mirror, so we'll be using mirror formula. So this is mirror formula, 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Now put the values of v, f and we will put the value of f and u. V we have to calculate. So by putting the value of focal length and object distance, we can calculate this image distance equal to plus 1.15. So as it is clear from the positive sign, we can see that the image is formed at the back of the mirror. It's a convex mirror, so image is formed behind the mirror. And then for size, we are to calculate magnification. So magnification formula is h dash upon h, or it is equal to minus v upon u. So put values and we get magnification equal to 0.23, and it is positive also. And if you remember, we have done that if m is less than 1, then the image will be smaller in size. So image is smaller and it is m is positive, therefore image will be virtual and erect. So that's why it is written here that the image will be virtual, erect, and it will be smaller in size by a factor of 0.23. Now next question, this is example 10.2. The object whose height is 4 centimeter, it is placed at 25 centimeter in front of concave mirror. Focal length is 15 centimeter. At what distance from the mirror should a screen be placed in order to obtain a sharp image? Find the nature and size of the image also. So 4 centimeter in size, object is 4 centimeter in size. It means height of the object is 4 centimeter and height of the object is always positive. So that is why h is plus 4 centimeter. Then next thing given to us is the object is placed 25 centimeter in front of concave mirror. So u will be minus 25. Object distance u minus 25. And since it is concave mirror, so focal length will be negative. For concave mirror, focal length is negative. For convex mirror, focal length is positive. That's a rule that you have to remember. So focal length will be minus 15 centimeter. And you are to calculate V here, that is image distance, and you are to calculate height of the image, it is h dash. So these two things you have to calculate. Again, by using mirror formula, we can calculate that V is minus 37.5 centimeter. So V is minus 35. It means the screen should be placed in front of the mirror. It is on the left side of the mirror. Since it is negative, therefore the screen is in front of the mirror and the image will be real image. It's a concave mirror, image formed will be real. And by another way, we can confirm that it's a real image. How we can do this? We can find magnification. So magnification is h dash upon h, and this is equal to minus v upon u. And from there you can calculate h dash is, it is equal to minus 6 centimeter. By putting values you can solve it. It is minus 6 centimeter, and since h dash is negative, and whenever it is negative, it means it is formed below the principal axis. So if an image is formed below the principal axis, it means it is real and inverted image. So it is real and inverted image, and it is bigger in size. You can see that h dash is 6, and what is h here? H is 4 centimeter. H is 4, h dash is 6. So image will be bigger in size. It is real, inverted, and enlarged. So this is how you can understand these numericals.